Why this city is so vibrant, what is the Vastu of that city, how that city formed, what is the astrological signification, the city of Kashi. So when you walk in that direction, you will find Dhuniraj Ganesh standing over there, 64 Yogini temples, 12 Aditya temples, 9 temples for Navdurga, and the most famous out of this 9 temple is no soul can even step into Kashi without your permission. Namaskar, welcome to Astro Answer Vedic Academy. Today's topic, the city of Kashi. Obviously, the most trending topic and one of the evergreen topics of this particular segment, the city of Banaras. You must be wondering why the city of Banaras in the platform of Astro Answer Vedic Academy. Why I am here to talk about this ancient city? Because this particular city is dignifiedly associated with the science of Jyotish. You may say this city as a spiritual hub of the country. From the very ancient days, many Muni, Rishi, sages, great soul of this particular segment have been there into this city and did some really noble works in this particular science. May it be Kabir, may it be Tulsidas ji, may it be Teleng Sami, may it be whosoever. You will find some connection with Kashi, whoever have been recognized in the field of spirituality, Jyotish or something like that. Why it is so? What is there? What makes this particular city so vibrant and magnificent? Even if you search in our ancient scriptures like Skanda Puran, you will find a detailed architectural written things about this particular city. So the question arises, why our ancient writers, astrologers, sages were so obsessed about this particular city? ऐसा क्या था उस सिटी में कि everybody want to live their final days in this particular city near the Ganga. Any scriptures you take, any mythological story you take, you will find something is connected with this particular city. So obviously there must be something really important, that it is a very favorite city of the gods even. Not only gods but of Mahadev himself even. It is said, काशी के कन-कन में शिव है, काशी के कन-कन में शंकर है. Why so? What is the astrological signification? Why this city is so vibrant? What is the Vastu of that city? How that city formed? Let us have a look into this. Let us have an eagle's eye point on Kashi to explain what it is, how it was made. So if you look into the map of the Kashi, from the top view, you would see Kashi Vishwanath, one of the 12 Jyotirlingas, is placed in the center of the city, just nearby the Ganga river bank. So why center of the Kashi? Why Kashi Vishwanath is sitting in the center? It has a story. I will be coming into it. The Skanda Puran says it all. But to understand the process, the Kashi Vishwanath temple, the Visheshwara precisely, the Adi Vishwanath temple, Kashi Vishwanath was later on developed by the Devi Ahilyabai. We'll come to this story in this particular series, and I'm going to make a proper series on Kashi to make you understand how Kashi works and what are the remedies is hidden in this particular city, what astrological remedies you can perform visiting in each temple. So proper series is going to come. Let us understand the formation of Kashi. So the Visheshwara, that is Kashi Vishwanath temple, later on established, but in the very beginning it was Visheshwara Mahadev. So you'll still find this this particular Shivling in that particular route only. If you go into the Kashi, it's known as Adi Vishwanath temple. So Kashi Vishwanath temple situated in the center of the city, in the middle, and it's creating its own sphere, just like a magnetic field, own sphere, a khand of this particular time. Obviously, it's one of the 12 Jyotirlinga. That's how the Vastu of Kashi was made. The city was planned like that, and high energized Vastu was given to it, as Mahadeva himself created this particular city by the divine architecture Vishwakarma. So obviously he has taken care all the possibilities about Vastu. So that's how it was made. So now I'm describing how it's actually built according to Skand Puran. So in the center, Kashi Vishwanath, 8 Kal Bhairava temple are located in 8 coordinate direction of Kashi, protecting the whole mandala of this particular khand which has been created by the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Those Bhairavas are known as Unmata Bhairava, Krodhana Bhairava, Kalpa Bhairava, Asitanga Bhairava, Rudra Bhairava, Ruru Bhairava, Bhishana Bhairava and Samhara Bhairava. In the Skanda Puran, it's mentioned like that. And all these 8 Bhairava is controlled by the divine Kal Bhairava Mandir, who is known as the Kotwal of Kashi. Now, in Skanda Puran or the Kashi Khand of Skanda Puran, it's clearly written as the Kashi Kshetra is said to be standing upon Shiva's Trishul, and the 3 main temples form the 3 points of the trident. These 3 main temples act as the fulcrum of the main mandala, which is known as Sri Omkareshwar temple in the extreme north, Visheshwara in the middle, that is Kashi Vishwanath himself, and Kedareshwara in the south of the city. Each temple forms their own khanda or sphere of influence along with the 8 directions. Now, 56 Ganpati temples have been established in 7 concentric circles in this particular sphere created by the 3 temples. Their work of devotion, visit these 56 shrines, take all the visitors of Kashi into a different cosmic vibration in a natural clockwise direction. Imagine the architectural Vastu of that era, how this was planned without even a top viewpoint. This doesn't end here. Kashi also having 64 Yogini temples, 12 Aditya temples, 9 temples for Navdurga, and the most famous out of this 9 temple is Durga Mandir, dedicated to Devi Kushmanda, one of the Navdurga, and many others, which is nearly in a count of 468 major shrines of Kashi. So this is how the temples, the main temples distributed in this particular segment, in this particular city. Now this 56 Vinayak temple, as I mentioned, it is in a 7 concentric circle and in the Kashi Vishwanath himself, in the Kashi Vishwanath temple. So when you walk in that direction, you reach to the gate number 1 of Kashi Vishwanath Mandir. Now it's gate number 1. In the previous time it was not like that. Just to make you people understand, I am using this particular point. You will find Dhuniraj Ganesh standing over there, one of the 56 Vinayaka. Who is Dhuniraj Ganesh? It is said in the Purana, especially in Skanda Puran, to do the darshan of Kashi Vishwanath, and whenever you are present in this Kashi Kshetra, you need to do the darshan of Dhuniraj Ganesh at the first, because he is the one who will permit you to meet Kashi Vishwanath. Now many people get confused, that many say that you have to meet Kal Bhairava first whenever you come to the Kashi. He gives you the permission, obviously. Understand the difference. Kal Bhairava is a protector of the entire Kashi, and Dhuniraj Ganesh is not a protector, but he is the one who gives you the permission to meet the Kashi Vishwanath. But he is the protector of the Kashi Kshetra. The difference is the Kashi city and the Kashi Kshetra. The Kashi Kshetra is actually the sphere of Kashi Vishwanath. In the same way, that is a Vishwanath Khand, Visheshwar Khand. In the same way, you have Omkareshwar Khand. In the same way, you have Kedarashwar Khand. That's what I actually mentioned in the earlier lines. So, Dhuniraj Ganesha is the protector and the one who will give you permission to meet Kashi Vishwanath, as he is protecting the Kashi Vishwanath Kshetra. And Kal Bhairav is the Kotwal, in English is a police hat, who is actually protecting the entire Kashi Kshetra, not the Visheshwara Kashi Kshetra. So, understand the difference. So, in the same route, there is another Ganpati who is known as Shaksha Ganpati. Again, one of the 56 Vinayak temples. The Sakshi Ganpati also comes into it. He is there to see and keep a witness that you actually visited Kashi, you actually did the darshan of Kashi Vishwanath, and one of your 12 Jyotirlinga darshan is completed. So, if you didn't witness of this Kashi Kshetra, it is said that your visit to Kashi is incomplete. So, next time you visit Kashi and you do the darshan of Kashi Vishwanath, you must visit the Ganpati, one of the 56 Ganpati, which is known as Shaksha Vinayaka. So, the Kashi Kshetra ends here. Now, you must be wondering then what is the story of Omkareshwara, what that is made. You must be wondering that why Kedareshwara is made. So, how is that going on? As I said earlier, the three of these temples are actually standing up in the Shiva's Trishula, creating their own sphere. It's said in the Skanda Purana. Obviously, it's a mythological story. Practically, you cannot see a Trishul standing over there and three loops are there. It's just an imaginary concept and written in the scriptures, signifying that this particular city is very dear to Lord Shiva. The reason being, a mythological, historical things are there. So, you can have a dedicated video on this. Now, the question arises, so is it necessary to visit all the 56 Vinayaka and all the Ashta Bhairav, all the Navdurga? Yes, it is. Else, the Kashi Yatra is not completed. But the problem is, after so many attacks from the different community and culture on this particular city, you will hardly find all the temples in a stagnant way. Not possible. You won't get it. So, what to be done? That's why many temples are actually getting re-established as well. But you have to follow a main ritual to do the darshan. Now, you won't get all the 56 Vinayak temple because many of them are destroyed already, and few their locals will guide you that okay, this was mentioned in the Kashi Khand. Any ancient temple is being said like that, but that's not really authentic, and you hardly have any scope to revive all the historical things written as part of the Granth. I've been there personally. I did my own research. I was not satisfied with the locals saying because it was not matching with the descriptions written in the Skanda Purana. But yes, you can visit the Ashta Bhairava. They have re-established those temples. But the problem is, you're still confused because there is many confusion by the many Pandits that what are the actual sequence of Ashta Bhairava. Some says that Chanda Bhairav is a part of Ashta Bhairav. Some says no, it's not Chanda Bhairav, it's Rudra Bhairav. And the fun fact is, both the Bhairava resides in the Kushmanda temple itself, both Chanda Bhairav and Rudra Bhairav. Any of them is considered as one of the Ashta Bhairava. Another confusion you will find with the Rudu Bhairav. According to few, Rudu Bhairav is placed in the Hanuman Ghat in the temple of Hanumanji. According to other Pandits, Rudu Bhairava is placed in the Harishchandra Ghat near to the Shamshan Kali temple. So, there is a confusion and there is hardly any possibilities to figure out who is correct, which one is correct, because the actual Skanda Puran is no longer available. Whatever we have is actually a revised version written by some others. So, many information is lacking over there. But that's not the question. The question is why those Ashta Bhairavas are so important? Why you need to visit them? That's when the astrology comes into the game. That's where the mythological story comes into the game. So before I came into the Ashta Bhairava, let me talk about Kal Bhairav. Why Kal Bhairav is known as a Kotwal, and how Kal Bhairava came into Kashi. And gradually, one by one, all the Ashta Bhairava temples would be discussed in the coming videos. So we all know the story, the famous story, that how Kal Bhairava actually cut one of the Brahma's fifth head and got cursed as a Brahmahatya. There is a story, but why that was done? There is a misconception. Many people says that the fifth head of Brahma was actually having too much arrogance and was speaking rubbish about Mahadev. Because of that, Kal Bhairava got angry and cut one of his that head. But that's not the story, at least according to Skanda Puran. So it said Brahmaji created, yes, Brahmaji is the Srijan Karta. He creates everything. Whatever you are seeing created in this earth and in the universe, he is the creator. So he created one of the women named Satarupa. She was extremely beautiful. But the point is, when you create someone, it is like your daughter. But she was too beautiful that Brahma's fifth head, who actually had all the bad habits like lust, anger, attitude, arrogance, all these things, the fifth head of Brahma was having lust upon Satarupa. That's where Mahadeva's anger came into the play. That you created her, she's like your daughter, how can you have a negative drishti upon her? And that's when Bhairava came to cut his fifth head. Now many stories says that the fifth head fell into the Ganga in Kashi, but some local scriptures of Kashi says no, it was not fell into the Ganga, but in a kund in Kashi where Brahmas had fell down, and that's where Kapala Bhairava is placed out of the Ashta Bhairava. Just in front of that temple, you will find a kund over there where the Brahmas had fell down according to the local scriptures. Kapala Bhairava is the one, it's called to be the head of the Ashta Bhairava. If you ever visit to the Kapal Bhairav Mandir, you will see the Kapal Bhairava is present, and total 8 seats, different 8 seats are given into this particular temple, and it's said that all Ashta Bhairava do come here to meet Kapal Bhairav and to have a mutual discussion, just like a modern day meeting that decides about the growth of Kashi, who has done something wrong in Kashi, whatever happens in Kashi, they get a complete meeting like session. I know it might sound like very crazy, but this is how it is. This is what it is placed. This is how it is written. I don't know how true is that, or how specifically this should be described, but yes, I have been there. The vibration was really good. Obviously, I am not this level of a yogi that I would be able to see the Bhairavas, but yeah, vibration is really something else. And I have no scientific or astrological statement also to prove these things correct, but that happens in Kashi. And I must say that whoever are interested in this spirituality, you must visit Kashi and understand the process. Even if it's not, like, let's not consider that Bhairava was there or Bhairava comes to have a meeting and all these things. Let us understand the signification. Like when Skanda Puran was written, these years back, thousands of years back, understand the culture of Vedic era, that even that time a decision was not taken single-handedly. Even for a single decision, even the level of gods, they created Ashta Bhairava and different Bhairavas who come together, discuss together, and then comes to a decision. Understand the culture, that how developed mindset of our ancient rishis were, that they could even write this kind of certain things. Even if it's not true, even if it's imaginary, just imagine about the mindset. So that's actually a development of Jyotish. That's how it's said that not a single planet can take your decisions. You need all the 9 planets together to work to give a single prediction out of it. The signification I'm talking about. The Vastu I'm talking about. So now let me go back to the story of Kal Bhairava. So when this happened, the Brahmas had fell down into that kund or into the Ganga, whatever it is. So Kal Bhairava got a curse of a Brahmahatta. Now he went to Shiva that, okay, tell me what to do. What can I do? How to get rid of this curse? Because I got the Brahmahatta. So Mahadev says, okay, you go back to Kashi again and do your tap. There where you will get the moksha and the blessings to get rid of this curse. So when Bhairava came in Kashi, he saw that there is lots of Dev Devi already present in Kashi and there is hardly a place where he can stand even. So out of a lot of 12, he could place one of his legs in the land of Kashi, but he was not getting another spot or place where he can keep his second leg. And that's when a little dog, a puppy, came to him and asking, okay Bhagavan, you can keep another leg upon me. So that's how the dogs become the Vahana, the vehicles of Lord Kal Bhairava. And if you visit Kal Bhairav Mandir till today, you'll find lots of dogs being present there. As it's said, they are the Vahana of Lord Kal Bhairav. So with his tap, Bhagavan Shiva was very pleased upon him and came and gave him the blessings. Today onwards, you are the protector of Kashi. No soul can even step into Kashi without your permission. So you are the one who will take decision. Whoever will be staying into Kashi and whoever won't be staying into Kashi. Until the time I am present here, you shall be my Dwarpal. You shall be my Kotwal. So to meet the ultimate Lord, Kashi Vishwanath, you must meet Kal Bhairava. You must need his blessings. Even if it is, you see the Tantra, into Tantra, if you take any scriptures of Tantra, always to do any sadhana of Mahavidyas, the 9 Mahavidyas, any 9 Mahavidyas, you have to do the sadhana of Bhairava first. And Bhairava will break you from inside, he will clean you, he will prepare you for the sadhana, and then you do a sadhana of any Devi, the Mata Shakti, and then the mother will tell you which form of Shiva you should worship, because only your mother knows who is your father. So your mother will guide you to go to your father figure in terms of spirituality. So that's what Tantra says. And that's how Kashi is made. The temples of Kashi doesn't end here. In fact, if you visit, you will find 12 Jyotirlinga in Kashi itself. And each temple is having a story and a point of remedy. It is an introduction video about Kashi. In the upcoming series, I shall be saying you the remedies about each temple. Till then, take care, be in touch and visit Kashi. Namaskar.